Hello, welcome once again to Noble TV. My name is Valentine Agogo, and today I'm talking to you about how to excel during the talent hunt, how to come out in flying colors among the finalists, or seeing yourself through to be the winner of any talent hunt you find yourself, ranging from the American Idol to the X Factor to The Voice, Project Fame, Glow Ninja Sings, and wherever you find yourself, especially when it comes to music, like singing or playing the instrument or basically maybe dancing. All right, so we'll just quickly run through some basic requirements and some common errors that some of our contestants repeatedly make. All right, so quickly. Now, when preparing for a talent hunt, most people think they need to over-prepare. Now, when you over-prepare, you find yourself shooting yourself in the foot, because when you get to the very stage, stage fright comes in. You find out, maybe you start wondering, I hope my preparation was enough. All right, especially when you see the judges all firm. Some judges won't smile. Some might cheer you, or the audience might be all like, what's it going to do? All right, so first thing you should do is that you must remain calm at all times. At all times, you must firstly remain calm. All right, don't be apprehensive. Don't be agitated in any way. All right, just remain calm. All right, then moving forward, something the judges always look out for. I split them into about 8 or 12 of them, and I'll do my best within a short time available to break it down for you guys as best as I could. Now, one is that the judges are always looking for an original talent. All right, they don't want to hear you come up stage and give them a copycat of an existing artist. All right, word for word, note for note, skill for skill, which means there's absolutely nothing within you. You're just a copycat. All right, it won't take you far. Even if you have to play some of these artists, which is normal, you must have a role model. You have to make one of these artists your role model and your mentors. It's fine, but still, from these guys being your mentors and your role models, you should be able to extract ideas for yourself to create your own personal identity. All right, you don't want to be under anyone's shadow. You won't expand, you won't grow, you won't become successful being under someone's shadow, because whenever you sing, whenever you perform, all they see is that person. You don't want to be in that situation. All right, so one thing they're looking for is your originality. Two, what they're looking out for is the simplicity of your presentation. Simplicity is the modern complexity. Now, gone are the days where you have to come and do a lot of riffs and runs and run a lot of scales and all that and all that and all that. At the end of the day, you end up making noise or hitting some flat notes, all right, which works against you. But you could come, do something, apply a little bit of the riffs and the runs at some point with some intentional approach. Remember what I just said now. Intentional approach. In other words, you don't come up stage and carry out an act you've never practiced behind closed doors. Whatever you're bringing up stage is something you have practiced and mastered. It has become your craft. Okay? So that on its own will become your own simplicity. All right? That will become your own simplicity. So they're not looking for someone to over-impress. Just be yourself and hit the nail on the head with precision and within a short time frame, and you're out of there. And they will keep wanting more. Right? You hear the judges saying, "Oh, I wish you could just keep on singing, because I could hear a lot of potential from your voice, from your dancing moves and all that. I think I want you to be my team, and we could work out something better." All right, because you made them longing for more. All right, but when you come up and you drop out all your skill and everything at the same time, you find out that, like, okay, this one is just trying to over impress. All right, and you end up not impressing. That's 2. 3, confidence. When you come up stage in front of any judge, one thing they don't want to see is lack of confidence. They don't want you to come up stage and you're looking confused. All right, you're looking confused. You're looking tensed. All right, they don't want to see that. Okay, that on its own gives you away. All right, gives you away. So even if you feel that way on your own, develop some mechanism that can help you manage such stress, such anxiety. Develop it. If it means you tapping your finger or tapping your feet or doing something to just help you manage yourself and comport yourself, put yourself in good shape to deliver excellence. Because when anxiety steps in, you would surely make blunders. So they wouldn't want, because they won't give you second, third chances. Most judges won't give you second or third chances to say, okay, you were anxious, so let's cut him or her a slack and give her another chance. That may not happen. All right. So they want to see a confident personality step on stage. Now that brings me to 4, your personality. How do you present yourself? When you're asked who you are, how confident are you to introduce yourself? Are you going to be there just stuttering, just stammering and saying, my name is, or you're shy, you're timid and all that? You have to be bold. You have to look them in the eye and smile, have a good courage, and, be friendly at first sight. Let them meet you at first time, see you the first time, and immediately just fall in love with your personality and say, oh, I just like this guy. I just like this girl. She has a very good personality. She's fun to be around. All right. Now, from your personality, same with your personality, you should also not appear proud. You must remain humble and with a good sense of humor. In other words, good sense of humor is very key here. When your judges are happy with you on the first meeting, automatically they will be psychologically biased in your favor. It's an automatic process. When you find out that you're fun to be with, they smile, they laugh, or you look so good, or you were so humble, despite how good you looked or how talented you are and all that, they just automatically dance in your favor. Okay, so you see, the personality, the humility, and the sense of humor, they come together. All right. Then next is the reason for the competition. When you're asked why you're competing, one thing you should never do, never appear to be selfish. Let not your goal be, I just want to win this money, to improve my standard of living, to just be there, when you appear that myopic, it reduces beyond your winning that competition. It reduces your chances of being a brand ambassador after the competition. Mind you, not everyone who note that not all those who win competitions turn out to be 100% successful. Some become more successful by just participating. And there must be some characteristics of your personality that other people might have seen during the period of the competition that would have attracted them to you. All right. So if you appear to be a little bit selfish and not open-minded, like reaching out, you want to improve the standard of your family, your loved ones, you want to set up a business so that you could do this and impact lives. I'm not saying you should always go and lie. All right. But be true, because most talent hunts are actually aimed at improving lives, improving the standard of living of their contestants, who would also use their brand as ambassadors of that talent hunt to reach out to people out there. That is also a marketing strategy. Nobody wants to market a selfish individual. Nobody wants to market a myopic individual. All right. So let's be very, very open-minded. Don't ever sound selfish. All right. Then some other parts that I also listed here, very key. I'm talking about teamwork, for instance. Let's say you belong to a group. Now, in that group, you're 4, and amongst the 4 of you, there's one who's not as good as the 3 of you, and there's one who's actually better than the rest of you. Now, in such a case, you don't amplify. You reduce the presence, the display of your weakest point, and amplify your strength. All right, so that the strength will attract more points for you than your weakness. Okay, so but most groups they want to push the weakest person to the point where he would say, yes, I believe I can do it, and by the time they get on stage, he flops and because of that one person, the entire group falls out. They forget that they're a team. So what they were meant to do was to amplify the strongest person in that group and reduce the workload on the weakest person in that group. Now, for singers, another thing, most musicians, most singers always want to adopt tones that are beyond their reach. There's what is called a range in music. All right, your lowest point and your highest point, just like in mathematics. Now, you shouldn't get up stage. Maybe you practice to sing, ah, da, 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 and all of a sudden you get up stage because you hear a lot of people doing, yeah, and you get up stage and you start trying to do, yeah, you shoot yourself in the foot. You are going beyond your range. You need to be proud and be confident of your original tone that you've been blessed with. And you learn how to amplify that tone that you've been blessed with and maximize its potential. All right? Don't try to want to be someone else. That's trying to be you want to be. Okay? So don't find yourself in such a situation. Don't. Then finally, you must learn to, during your presentation, learn to be able to carry everyone along. Try as much as possible to get the judges involved in your presentation, the audience involved in your presentation. Let them on their own volunteer to be part of your presentation. I'm not saying they should come up stage and perform with you, but let them tap, let them nod, let them shake, let them clap, let them stand and do all the various acts to show that yes, they are into what you're doing, that you're giving them the vibe that they've been longing for, and they want more of you. So if you lack that audience participation, it's already a loss for you. You're already losing some points. All right, so make sure that no matter what, you get the audience or the judges or your viewers, wherever they may be across the world. That's where for those talent hunts that require viewers at home voting. All right, make sure you get them so interested in your act, in your craft, that they could actually participate live with you. And on your own, you just discover that even though you don't win that competition, you automatically become a celebrity. And before you know it, people start looking out for you, start searching for you, trying to get your endorsements and all that. All right. So at the end of the day, you've become successful. So I hope this video has been of great help to you. Thank you, and see you next time. And until we meet again, don't forget, this is Noble TV. Like, share, please drop your comments, ask your questions, and we'll get back to you and do subsequent videos to answer some of your questions. All right, and most importantly, please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.